I'm Chase Chick with Pursuit of Happiness, and today we're going to talk about controlling your mind. Let's say that you get done watching this YouTube video, and you get up, and you open your door, and you slam your finger in the door. Ow! That hurts, right? There's a lot of different ways that you could think about this situation. You could think, why does this sort of thing always happen to me?
I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
If you're the type of person who gets depressed quite a bit, this might be something that you experience. And of course, if doors are always slamming into you, if you're always getting coal for Christmas, if everybody's always running up to you in the street and punching you in the face, then yeah, why does that sort of thing always happen to you? But fortunately, we know through cognitive therapy that this sort of thing usually isn't the case. Now, of course, if I feel like, why does this sort of thing always happen to me, it's going to make me depressed. I'm going to feel depressed. I'm going to feel angry about myself, and as a result, I'm probably going to lay in bed all the time. I'm probably going to lack motivation to do the things that I want to do. I'm probably not going to have the kind of life that I want to have. Again, ow, that hurts. But what if you think to yourself, not so bad, I slammed my finger into the door, it kind of hurts, but it's going to heal, and in a little while it'll be okay. How do you feel at that point? Well, you're not going to feel anywhere near as depressed. So we took the exact same starting scenario and ended up with completely different results.
Control, you must learn control.
Exact same starting scenario. The only thing that you changed was the way that you thought about that scenario. That's how cognitive behavioral therapy works. Now, two of those things, unfortunately, are completely out of your control. You can't control your behavior. You can't control your emotions. And why is that? You think, well, I'll just not be depressed. I'll just think happier, or I'll just act happier. I'll just act better. I'll treat people better. Well, you can't do any of that stuff because it's impossible, because all of that stuff is governed by the way that you think about things. If you think negative thoughts, if you let negative thoughts creep into your head and you buy into those, that's going to adversely affect the nature of your life. Now, fortunately, you do have control of one of those three key aspects of your life, and that's the way that you think. So if you can gain control of your thoughts, you can become a master of your life. What you want to do is anytime something happens, and things are going to happen, you're living life. As long as you're breathing, things are going to keep on happening to you, good or bad. Now, the way that you think about those things is critically important. So let me give you an analogy. If I gave you a car, and the car had mud and filth and dirt all over the windshield, how would the world look? Well, it'd look terrible, because there's all the stuff all over the windshield, and not only that, since you can't see out the windshield, it'd make you a terrible driver. So we don't want you driving around like that. Let's say I take the car back and I say, I'm sorry that I put all the stuff all over your windshield, and I wipe it all off, and in its place I draw a bunch of rainbows, unicorns,
The most glorious rainbow ever!
and kids skipping, and people laughing and cuddling with each other, and everything's mass hysteria. Dogs and cats living together, the whole works.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Now, how's the world going to look at that point? Well, it's going to look pretty rosy, right? It's going to look great. But the problem is that that's not the truth of the situation. The world doesn't actually live like that. And sure, it seems a little bit better, but here's the key. How good of a driver are you going to be if you can't see through your windshield? You're not going to be a good driver. You're probably going to wreck. I say, okay, I take it all back again. I say, I'm sorry, I drew all the stuff all over your windshield. And I wipe everything down clean. Give you the most pristine, clean windshield you could possibly imagine. What's that going to do for you? The world is going to look exactly as it appears. But here's the most important part. You, out of those 3 starting conditions, are going to be the best driver. That's the key to life. Recognizing how things are in reality. Recognizing the truth of the situation to make you the best driver possible. I'm Chase Chick with Pursuit of Happiness. Check us out on the website, follow our blog, like us on YouTube, follow us on Google+, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, you know, all that stuff. Search us out, check us out. Hope you guys have a wonderful life.